Good afternoon, my name is Melissa Peterson, and today I'm going to be discussing interdependence. Interdependence is a trait small groups exhibit when they share a common purpose or a common fate. Basically, small groups that have a common goal are inherently interdependent, whether or not they succeed because the entire group is contributing or only a few. Most people have experienced some form of interdependence and have witnessed either complete participation or only partial from the group members, and yet still have the same benefits or consequences as one another. I plan to apply this concept towards an incident that occurred a little over 10 years ago on a basketball team that I was a member of. Not only was interdependence exhibited, but so was one of its biggest roadblocks. An experience I've lived through that pays tribute to this concept is an incident that happened during a basketball game my freshman year of high school. Early on in the game, within about 3 minutes of the opening tip-off, our center and key player Crystal got into a jump ball scuffle, meaning her and a player from the opposing team grabbed the ball at the exact same time and began yanking on it for possession. The referee decided to call a personal foul on Crystal, saying she used illegal physical contact. During the next possession, her and the same player have issues over a block shot Crystal made. Crystal smacked the ball cleanly out of the player's hand and it zoomed out of bounds. As the referee ran to retrieve the ball, it was clear that the opposing player was angered. So her and Crystal began to square up, their sets of hands clenched in a fist at their sides. Immediately, I recognized the fight about to take place, so before the referee noticed, I ran to steer Crystal away from the girl. Surprisingly, she let me without too much hesitation, and I was able to calm her down, avoiding a technical foul. Although her fouls would have been personal fouls, she was a key player on our team, and her reaching her foul capacity would have made us all struggle if she had to sit on the bench. As a team, we were interdependent on one another. Now that I have discussed the experience, I will now make some inferences. Interdependence deals with one major roadblock: social loafing. Social loafing is when a member of an interdependent group contributes less than the other members. This could very well hinder a group, while in other cases not affect it too much. In this case, Crystal played a key role on our team. She was our big man, and benching her because she made too many fouls would have made us more dependent on our shooting guards and greatly cripple our in-the-paint defense, making her a social loafer. Even if she weren't benched, her gaining a second foul would have changed her playing style, making her less aggressive to avoid getting any more fouls. In this situation, however, she allowed me to steer her away from the second foul, even though she was emotionally charged. Regular group meetings are a known counter to social loafing because it builds a strong sense of interdependence amongst group members. We held practice almost every day, and I was a point guard and would call the plays for the team regularly. Crystal was used to trusting my judgment and therefore didn't hesitate when I pulled her away from what would have been a bad decision for the team. Now that I've made some inferences, I will now discuss how these inferences can be translated to other situations. When utilized correctly, interdependence can be used to improve productivity in almost any group setting. I've held many jobs, and I can confidently say that avoiding social loafing by strengthening interdependence through meetings has always been helpful. Making sure team members are on the same page and understand their roles clearly keeps everyone motivated and better at decision making regarding the greater good of the team. Not only that, but even in an academic setting is interdependence crucial. Right now, I have a group project due in about a month, and we are all having to agree on a meeting date to get everyone on the same page so we can delegate tasks efficiently. Interdependence is what allows us to move forward together or stay stagnant. In conclusion, it is safe to say that the more time spent on grooming a strong sense of interdependence amongst a small group, the more efficient the group will interact and ultimately succeed. 10 years ago, I was a teenager and didn't understand this concept to any degree, yet my coaches did, and we were undefeated that season because of the camaraderie that was built. Specifically, regular practices eliminated social loafing and created a team that could depend on one another to make good decisions. Although I didn't understand exactly what was going on, having a team member who I spent many hours with that season trust me so readily made me realize just how important team building and ultimately a strong sense of interdependence was. If we were to lose, it would be as a team, and if we were to win, we would win as a team. Thank you.